what I want to talk about in this video is what it really means to be skilled at rhetoric, because I think a lot of people don't really understand what that means. So let's find out what that means exactly. First of all, it means being able to make good speeches and write good papers. But it also means having the ability to read and listen with a discerning eye and a critical ear. What that means is not only do you need to be able to speak well and write well, but you also need to be able to read things other people have written and listen to things other people say and be able to understand it on a deeper level. Being skilled at rhetoric means that you're able to read and understand main and supporting points. But it also means that you're able to analyze the decisions that a rhetor, and that's a person who speaks and writes, so that's all of us, makes as he or she works to accomplish a purpose for a specific audience. So you need to be able to understand what was the writer thinking when they made the decision to do it this way. What was the point of this word choice or this particular sentence structure? So being able to look at it from a different perspective. Being skilled at rhetoric means writing, but it doesn't mean just writing. The most important thing about rhetoric is it means you're able to plan and write compositions. And you don't just write whatever pops in your head. You know how to organize something for the best effectiveness, how to choose your words carefully, how to structure your sentences for maximum impact. All those things that we've been learning all year long. That's what it means to be skilled at rhetoric. It means being able to examine a situation, and whether the situation is at school, if it's in our community, if it's in all of society. And what we're going to do once we've examined that situation is figure out what's already been said about it, what's already been written about it, what still needs to be solved, because everything is a problem to solve, and what can you say or write to continue the conversation or convince your readers to take action so that something will improve or change. Being skilled at rhetoric means that you need to develop a very full menu of reading and writing techniques, strategies, and skills. And these are the things that we've been learning all year long. How to plan, how to find detail, how to make your writing focused, how to give clarity, how to bring depth. All of those things are important to be skilled at rhetoric. You also need to know how to be judicious in using them. Now, judicious is kind of a word that you may not understand completely. So here's things that you can do, and by no means is this a full list of things that are possible. You might open with a surprising quotation or question. And if you open with the question, make sure it's something that's really going to be attention grabbing, because otherwise it's just going to seem weak and silly. You might want to challenge your readers' assumptions about a topic. Maybe there's things they really don't know, but they think they do, and you need to call those into question. You might vary your sentence structure by writing a really long, complicated sentence and then a very short one so that your reader stays on their toes as they're reading. You might also want to make sure you incorporate some vocabulary so that you show your knowledge of a subject. There's no better way to prove that you know what you're talking about than to use the vocabulary about that subject and use it correctly. Now, what you don't want to do is use everything you know in every single composition. You want to have a big toolbox of writing strategies and writing techniques so that you are able to pick and choose what's going to make that particular paper the most effective that it can possibly be. This is how to make your writing powerful all the time. So that's what it means to be skilled at rhetoric.